stranger and sorcerer's might to draw in tow. Under Odin's sight, guided by Raven One and Valley's grace, they march forth to challenge fate's embrace. Undead shadows creep from darkness deep. Evil's grip tightens in our realms keep. Trials and tribulations at every bend, as they seek favor from gods to defend. In these dark times they stand tall against us, pure and the red. They heed the call with bravery and valor. They forge ahead to save Midgard from Ragnarok's dread. Swords flash in the frosty air as warriors battle with hearts laid bare. The storms they press with hope in their gaze to light the path through Ragnarok's day. Ragnarok's day, fate and death, their fleet bear. Through storms they press with hope in their gaze to light the path of Ragnarok's.
Many, many, many moons ago in IRL time, back in our past sessions, to recap the grandiose events that transpired, we will start by discussing what happened with Valley being chained to a tree by his brother
Whoa.
with Fern. We're going way
Even.
back.
Was chained.
Correction. Even. You are
Okay.
correct.
Alright,
Even.
because I was like, Valley wasn't chained to no tree with
We're crossing the streams here.
no docking.
At that point, Fern took up a statutory stance in front of Even, while his brother maneuvered from behind, and everyone watched in awe as she began to transform. Odd, having none of it, sensing danger on his brother, struck her with the dagger, which caused her body to form into a black mass that coalesced and slammed into Even's chest, reverting his transformation and sending him back into a state of normalcy. The group was then visited at the campfire by the Raven One, where she provided guidance individually. Beyond that, the party gathered in the morning, or was it rather the evening? We'll say the morning, and proceeded on, heading northbound, as you can see here along the map. The campsite being marked in black. That being said, while maneuvering along the edge of the tree line, the party saw ruins littered amongst the ground. A particular note that caused the party to pause was various skeletons adorned all along the landscape, numbering at least 50, along with dead carcasses of animals and fur. And the trees themselves appear to have almost deadened, along with various adornments of deadfall. And amongst the debris here, it was determined that whatever these ruins were from long, long ago. And whatever resided here ages ago. So, the party themselves collectively now must decide their current course of action, what they choose to do. And I let you proceed on from here. If
Can't
you're
hear you.
speaking, Dave, we can't hear you.
It's alright, I wasn't really talking to y'all yet. Alright, ladies and gents, I don't know if this appears to be a grave site or a battle site. Further investigation might lead to waking them from what we've seen. Or should we avoid it and try to circle around?
As much interesting things as we have run into, giving the dead a wide berth is probably a good idea.
Hey, I agree.
What do the plants tell you? The trees, do they talk to you?
Trees don't talk to me, they talk to him.
I'm talking to him.
Oh,
Not
okay,
to
okay.
you. Can you talk to
Oh.
trees too? Woody, I don't know where the fuck he went. He talks to trees, but I figure I'll be the man
Look
of
when you look back, you see Bordy was not there. When you look forward, you see Bordy actually walking it up to a collapsed pillar, and goes and, what is this? And you see him touch it and disappear in a plume of black smoke. Poof, gone.
The board is gone again. No surprise. Oh,
He'll probably be back.
knowing his luck and our luck, yes.
So we just leave him to the black mist.
If you want to call that luck.
Bad luck, maybe.
Um,
At least the mist was black.
was the mist similar to like the Raven one's mist when she comes and goes?
Yes.
Oh, man, fuck, I'm not worried about it then. I'd be like, alright. Odds, it looks like it was your people's mist.
You should be in good hands for now.
Yeah, it's better a black mist than a pink one. Alas, poor Benny. We knew him well.
If that short one was around now, he could at least sanctify this ground. That way we wouldn't have to worry about them
Alright.
Light
propping
wind
themselves
begins
up.
to pick up and
Rising.
howl through the trees, and it's almost like the trees seem like they're bowing and straining under the wind, but it's almost ominous, almost like the trees are coalescing together.
So should we go around and head down to the coast and start looking for ships?
This would probably
think
be
so.
a good idea. I do not like harassing the dead or disturbing the dead. This is a very bad idea.
We'll have to find out what Borty knows when he's returned to us by your mistress. Alright, Igni. If you will point the way to the east, northeast, we can head down to the coastline. As we move up from there, we can start looking for access to find a ship of some type as we move up so we can get to the next continent over to Jutland.
Hey. And let us proceed onward. I think. What time of day is it right now?
Midday.
Midday, so. So the
But
sun
it's-
came up over there. So we go that way.
But the scenery is somewhat dark due to the overhead of the tree line. So
Ah. Can we? We're pretty. Are we pretty far inland, or are we closer to the coast?
you're probably 100 meters or so in the tree line.
Oh, so I could probably see the ocean from here.
Or you can hear it
Oh yeah.
if it was rowing and it wasn't cold.
All right.
There's
Should
not
go onwards to the ocean, to the coastline. Any
We'll start.
objections?
No. I do
Start
not
walking.
object. I believe that it would probably be one of our best bets to head that way. We could dip that way to the coast and then start observing the coastline and making our way up, looking for any fishing or shipping things that might be here or small little villages so we can get our way up north and without having to deal with King Asgard's men.
Hey, Igni, make a perception check for me.
Perception check.
My passive perception is 27.
D20. Roll that bitch. Oh,
Okay.
plus. Oh, where's my perception? Where is it? Plus 3. 22.
Okay, I'm gonna make the assumption you guys are all rolling eastward to try to get out of the tree line. Was that the general consensus?
Yeah, we're trying to back up and out so we don't walk through the disturb the dead.
Okay, as you guys begin to make a wide berth, moving around, Igni, you hear a twig snap off to your left-hand side. Probably about 50 meters in the brush. What you can ascertain, based upon the noise as well, is you can see a disturbance that has caused the brush itself to kind of fluctuate, indicative of something your height maneuvering.
I'm going to, as soon as I hear the branch snap and the activity, I'm going to turn, unholster my bow and ready myself, turn that direction. I was just going to scan. And I kind of indicating to everyone else, like, there's something over there.
I'd like to look in that direction if he's making it obvious. See if I
Okay.
can see anything.
Go ahead and roll perception.
Let's see. That's gonna be. That's 26.
Okay. Everybody's rolling fucking god tonight. Okay.
Yeah, I rolled an 18.
Damn.
You, looking in the general direction, you can see barely the glint and hint of an axe beaming off the sunlight, that very narrow window, and you can see that had just kind of a shadowy figure holding it kind of ducked behind a tree. You could barely make out the remnants of a beard and a long braid swivel as it ducks behind the tree.
So you saw us.
Okay.
Who is there? Come out. And we may not kill you.
You hear from your right-hand side, opposite of the direction that you heard the twig snap, a voice call out. You're perceptive, aren't you?
Either that or you're just not as quiet as you think you are.
You know whose woods you walk upon?
Aye, we do,
I'm not sure that I care.
and we tread lightly.
You speak as if you're from the north.
Aren't we all from the north?
From the mountains.
I am. And we are passing through, looking for a ship to get us to the Jotunland.
Why would you want to go there?
Alliances must be made. But I tell you what. I walk out of the wood line. I said, but we'll stand over here so we can speak in broad daylight. like men. Ensure you're not the ghosts of the forest that we have inhabited of King Asbjord's men as they slaughtered the villages before us.
That is the only ghost you will find here besides the many carcasses of the Asbjorn's men we have slain. So the question be to you then, where do your allegiances lie?
That is a good question. My allegiances lie with the gods of old. And if you truly are the caretakers of this land that we tread lightly with our trespassing of, then you must be the Maker Vagar.
I am not he.
But you are the wolves of the shadow.
You are correct.
And we have seen a wolf of the shadow. Or a shadow of a wolf. Or a wolf made of shadows.
And the rest of your entourage?
That's my brother. He's odd.
That is me.
That's his Igni. He's a guide. An Aldir. He makes sure that we take care of the nature and the land that we pass through. He's a druid. So he makes sure that we don't do bad things to disturb the land as we pass through. Isn't that right, Aldir? The protection of nature, that's your thing, right?
Of course, yes. Not necessarily
And this top tier horseback
in a
abilities.
physical direction, but what's the word?
It's a circle of dead up there, adorned around a thing. Made us nervous. We passed around instead of disturb it.
That was a wise choice. So, you worship the old gods. You do not follow the king and his new way.
The king wishes to make subjects of everyone, and a bear warrior does not. Bend a knee in supplication. We are Vikingers. We will work for whoever pays the highest. But we will not be ruled. They may call themselves Odin's Eye, but they are of the, what is that they call themselves?
The circle of the flame.
The flame.
That's a little too hot for our blood if you understand what I'm saying.
Do you speak on your group's behalf?
Aye.
He does for me.
He is my blood.
You see a pelted individual wearing furs of a wolf with a wolf's head elongated step out and into the light. You can see that he has auburn colored long beard and an axe hanging at his side. And majority of his body has been almost smeared in a hue to help him better blend in with his surroundings. And as he approaches, you also notice in the corner of your eye a figure move from the tree perhaps 20 feet from you, adorned in leaves and greenery, move.
Sniper.
And he takes a squatting position on the branch, just watching.
I just look at Igni. What the fuck?
That's your job.
I saw the other guy. I saw the other one. You didn't see him. I saw them first.
I mean,
The
we're
auburn,
already-
the auburn bearded man walks forward, and he almost eyes you with a cold stare with his blue eyes, and looks everyone up and down. He looks and sees the tattoo adornment and the markings across your bodies. He kind of nods and then looks at Igni warily, as if still measuring to determine his whereabouts. And he points his axe and goes, "Where did you find that one?"
Oh, find that one. That was a very good thing. That one we found over near Yarnos. Well, just south of the Cursed Woods.
You have traveled far.
I give him the most absolutely criminal side eye.
Yeah. Yes, we did. We traveled up through the Cursed Woods, all the way up to Haldhofen, listened to the King and Queen's speech. Then we traveled back down, back home, crossed over the mountains, the safest bet, and wanted to go speak to the Queen to see if we couldn't seek some form of allegiance with her if they're not too busy guarding their wall.
Why would you seek them to form an allegiance?
Well,
On whose authority? With whom?
on the authority of the Bear Warriors. On
Are
the
you-
authority of our chieftain. So we are here on a mission of ambassadorship.
You all are united on this?
Inside our
Yes.
compound, Alder was there with our chieftain. He was dealing with some issues of the King Asbjorn's people, murdering his people. So he has joined us on our quest.
I thought the Snarjorns were the governing body of your clan.
Snarjorn. He is the governing Snarjorn. I've got a quick question on that one.
Take a
He
minute.
is, he is defending the south against the undead rising.
So you are not unified.
No, we are unified. He is just
We have-
busy. We've had to split things.
We have wars on multiple fronts. Trying to wipe out and make us kneel in every direction.
Mm. And you, points to Alder, you say you speak to the forest and are one with nature. Then tell me, what do you know about this abomination?
Is he referencing the dead trees in this specific area?
Yes.
Okay. Is there anything I know about it just from looking at it?
You could probably check your spell list and see if there's something. I'm not going to suggest really anything, but you could also use whatever natural skill sets you have.
So if it's a dead tree, cast Speak with Dead, and then cast Speak with Plants so you can understand it.
I don't think I have anything
It was a joke.
spell-wise useful right now. No, I don't. So just from a glance at it, I guess, is there anything I can ascertain?
Okay, do you have like a knowledge of...
Nature?
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
Mhm. Go for it.
I just do like a nature check or something on it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh boy.
Oh,
So you should be proficient in that.
It's a 7.
you have
Altogether?
1 in nature?
Yeah, it's intelligence based apparently.
Okay. You know enough to know that whatever also has decayed these trees also decayed it from long, long ago, but still they are erect. Normally, trees that would decay at that point would become deadfall or wither and die, but they're still erect. Very most unnatural. Other than that, that's all you seem to glean from that. The animal carcasses as well. However, what you do also notice is those were a recent occurrence. So whatever killed whatever animal that was not from ages ago.
Mm-hmm.
That's what you get with that.
It looked like there may be a curse on this area, or clearly something very old that affects this land to this day is happening in this land. Could be worth looking into. But just as we've been passing through, I couldn't tell you more.
And what use are you? You who speaks with the strange tongue that the king has chose to make his bride. Are you from same lands? Why are you here?
I seek the same goal as the rest of the people here. We all have a common interest, and I am paid handsomely. So, here I am.
I hope he knows he's muted. Okay.
No, I wasn't
mean-
talking. I was like the one-armed man. That was a joke.
Am I coming through?
Yes, you are.
Okay. Well, I share the common goal of those around me, and I receive a pretty good pay. So, here I am.
King Asbjorn can pay well too.
Out of game. Do I recognize this guy?
No.
Okay, good.
Out of game. Do I recognize this guy?
No.
The king
mean,
does
you're-
not pay well. For whatever he pays you, he takes in your blood, from the blood of your people.
Yes. Well,
To serve
two
his
things can
company.
happen here. We can either A, deviate from our quest to the Utenland in order to secure the Queen's hand in the alliance, and then move towards to speak with you and the Wolves of the Shadow in order to seek your guys' guidance and assistance, especially with dealing in the forests and terrains that are around this area and stuff in order to prevent King Asgard from coming. We shall hold them off in the passes as much as we can, but he has already dispatched ships to many places. So we can discuss with you and your people an alliance, and then possible in-union ship move over to the Utenland. Or whatever you shall choose, because as you said, we pass through your lands.
What you say is true. Then Asbjorn has declared war.
If you do not have an armband for Asgard, for Asbjorn, and have pledged allegiance, then they are to slay you.
see him kind of whistle through his teeth, and the rest of them, you probably count 5 in number around the surrounding tree line, begin to descend down, and then they depart within the tree line in the brush and leave. He goes, I am Voth. We will travel in unison, but I have much to deliberate on this.
Much to liberate or deliberate?
Deliberate.
Oh, okay. Just making sure, because there's 2 drastic different things. Well, we shall help you wherever we can. That's why we were moving. It's why we attempted to stay at the edge of the forest and not go too deep in there, and also to mask our silhouette from the shoreline. But then we decided we'd dip down closer to the shore on not to disturb you and or the dead.
Perhaps we should make camp and talk more.
You want to do it away from the...
I have a sight.
Then it seems
Is it
we've
far?
already made camp and we shall follow you. Now walk up and
Where is-
extend my hand.
He looks and smirks and then clasps it. I hope what you say is true for all of us. And then he looks over at Igni. What are your names?
Igni.
I am Alder.
I am even.
And I am odd.
He is very odd, yes.
Yes, you are. So, your chieftain sends 4 to go.
There was 6.
What happened to the other 2? We have not. My spies have not reported anything to me.
Oh, so you didn't know there was 6 of us. Well, 1 walked into the circle and poofed. So we decided to leave that alone. He's a very quirky fellow. And then we had Fern with us, and after a battle with this 8-foot shadowy wolf creature and stuff, there became some precautions, and she died after that. From a casualty that came after that, from a wound.
He kind of stops and thinks. We have much to discuss. I will proceed on. I will hear the story. And he looks over at Igni and kind of eyes all of you. Understand. If there is treachery, you will be killed swiftly.
Oh, this man? I've seen him slay numerous of King Asbjorn's men, and not one bear warrior. Well, cursed bears, yes. Bear warriors, no.
Like those who wish to kill us.
Circle of the Flame?
Very much so. They are dead.
Killed plenty
Yes.
of them too.
And you will want to deviate where you're going. Their allegiances are in question along the coastline, but Asbjorn still holds sway. And it is Odin's Eye's territory.
Well, it may be Odin's Eye's territory, but Odin does no longer blesses that clan.
Come. And he proceeds forward.
I look at fucking Igni and I'm like, what the fuck? There's like 7 of them. We found 1. What the fuck? Alright.
What?
I'm pointing at the tree, looking at Alder, pointing at the tree. Worst druid ever. It's probably it's magic. It's outside of your realm of nature. It wasn't there, right?
It's an old dead tree.
I like to odd, and I just wiped the fucking sweat off my brow. Like, ooh, sweet Jesus, a couple of bygones.
They are. They are the least of our concerns within these woods.
True,
It is true.
but if
Yeah,
we're
y'all did
making-
piss off some eggs.
We're following them, and
Right.
we're just now. I guess we're just clumped up behind them and be like, hey, so that went better than expected.
Yeah, except for the other ones that are still following us.
I look over my shoulder. I wave. Even though I don't know if I see anything or not, I'm not doing a perception check for it. I'm just
Just waving.
Yeah.
Okay. You all proceed on. I imagine you're following. Yes.
Yeah.
Everyone. No one's doing anything else. Any particular actions I need to be made aware of before I continue on.
I'm following.
Okay. You all proceed on, following him through the brush line. As the brush, actually, you're going deeper. So you're taking a roundabout easternmost direction. You're proceeding north, and now you're proceeding northwest.
Oh shit.
So as you proceed deeper on, the brush gets thicker, and the sunlight begins to deviate and dim into almost like you're in some sort of weird trance state where all you can basically see from the canopy is just beams of sunlight coming down. The rest bit tends to be more shadowy. The wind barely comes through in here now, and due to that, the light snowfall normally encountered is almost non-existent. You actually feel for the first time in a long time dirt and soil crunched underneath your feet.
I'm gonna pick it up. Smell the earth.
I do the same. Kind of grab a
Rub my hands in it.
fistful. Just to feel the dirt, feel the grass, or feel the dirt. Touch
It
grass.
feels moist and wet
It's okay.
and circulates, and as you rub it on your face, it smears slightly. You look up to notice that Voth has stopped and looks at you, and almost smirks, but also narrowing his eyes.
It's been a long time since we've got to touch the soil of the earth. Been covered with ice and snow from where we're from. Here the dense forests provide shelter for the ground. You can see where life of the plants come. Isn't that right, Alder?
He doesn't say much,
Yes.
does he?
Ah, he's a man of few words. But he does.
All right.
He does know a little bit.
Every now and then.
What does he know a little bit of?
This and that.
Being a horse.
The animals, the lands, the plants.
Being a horse.
He proceeds forward and doesn't say anything.
Well, of course.
Unless he's Mr. Ed. Of course.
After some time, probably about 5 minutes,
Oh, okay.
he stops, and you guys at this point see that the tree canopy is still there, so all you see is pockets of sunlight beaming through, but you also see that it's gone into a leafy clearing. Now, the leaves themselves are brownish in hue, so again, it's very dark and like wet. But you see little half shelters made using sticks and adornment of furs for warmth set up. And due to the pockets where it is, lots of dry leaves and near a adorned rock-made fire pit that's been dug. Plenty of deadfall here.
Hmm.
We will light a fire and discuss. Use this to dry your clothes, for when we proceed on, it will be even colder.
Ugh. The cold does not bother me much.
You do not have to worry for the time being. We are protected here. My warriors are nearby.
That's a plus.
And he goes and he sits cross-legged and begins to ignite the wood, which illuminates in an orange haze and allows you to see much more clearer. And he sits and he waits.
All right. Well, I go and gather some firewood for his people. Deadfall. Around in the little clearing and stuff, and edge. Don't break nothing off. Make a little pile. Take off my bear skins. Alder. I need
Yes?
a poultice. A healing poultice. Salve, can you make one?
I have one if you just need one.
I kind of need to put it
You
on
just
this,
need it-
my.
Need an empty one?
No, just like the healing salve or poultice made from the herbs to put in my wound.
Oh, yeah, I have,
But while we're here in the forest, if we can gather some more of the moss and stuff that's needed for it.
okay. Yeah, I'll,
That way we're not using just what we got. We can
yeah, I'll
make
see what
the
I can
stuff.
make.
And hit that way, and that way he can see that you know a thing or two about ailments and wounds and healing and nature,
Mm.
how to do it, so he doesn't just think that you just know that trees are dead when they don't have leaves.
I forgot to prepare speak with plants. Yeah, I'll walk around and gather like healing herbs and moss or something and try to create a little healing valve for his shoulder.
His. Igni,
Yes.
what are you doing?
Well, Evan's already sat down and chilling out, so I'm gonna sit down by the fire, across from the other guy who we don't know, and kind of like keep my distance, and I'm gonna take off my boots and kind of put them by the fire so that they can warm up.
Okay, good. Odd.
I'll take a seat next to my brother. But still keeping kind of a lookout around the edge of the clearing.
The sensation that you get is almost in your guts, tells you that there is work here that resembles traces of elements of your patron, but they are twisted and warped in some way. And you can feel it all around you.
I won't try to hide me just kind of, I'll actually like physically move my head and glance around.
So Voth looks at all, and so tell me your story, and then I will tell you of mine.
In the beginning, during the blood moon eclipse, We were waiting for the prophesized ones to be born. And as they tried to bring all the pregnant people up to see if labor would be there, our mother went into labor and water broke. She was the only one who was brought up to the altar of the Parakan. And as the moon started the eclipse, Odd was born. Then as the eclipse moved through and started to break out on the other side, Even was born. Nursed with the blood and milk and honey, and raised by the bear warriors and some participants from the icy crows. We waited until to start our Viking ship. And we moved down and met Fern in a small ship village. Fern being a nice lady, we stayed there for a while, debating on how we were going to cross the dreaded cursed woods and move up to Herhofen to offer our Viking ship to go on our raids. You know we like to raid. This was all before the king made his announcement. We ran into some particular individuals there. Binny, Bordy, Igni, a cleric from the Circle of Flame, who hired us to transport him through the cursed woods. Little did we know that they were sacrificing... What was that, Igni? Creatures, they called it?
The troll. Creatures. Yes, creatures.
Vistar,
People.
Our friend from the troll people. He escaped from them. He came up, just a youngling troll, scared, hungry. So we offered him a little bit of food and let him go on his way. Somehow, I don't know, the flame giveth and the flame taketh away. And our stewardship ended when the Circle of Flame guy... What happened, Odd? What did you... Spontaneously... What's the word I'm looking for?
Spontaneous, I think it's combustion.
Spontaneously combust. He burst into fucking flames and burned himself down in the middle of the cursed woods.
It was like, we were walking and then... And he was gone. And he was dead.
So we continued our movement to at least let them know that, yo, your guy kind of like out of existence because it was the honorable thing to do. And we made it to the bonfire. And there was about 8 of them there. 3 guys showed up with V-Star, recaptured. And a bunch of people they were going to sacrifice. And we decided, not today.
And we killed them.
Well, all but one.
All but one.
We always let one get away. Not on purpose, but it spreads the fear. So we saved V-Star, a couple of little people. He ran off. We made a alliance with him to allow us to pass through the cursed woods. We continued our journey. Ran into some more people of the flame. Killed them. Made it to Herhofen. Went in. Met with some people there. Stayed for a while. Met with some more people. Found another bear warrior. King gave his speech. Bribed a bunch of poor people with food for their armbands so we wouldn't have to swear allegiance so we can pass off. Joined a raider ship. Sailed to the southeast and south. Ended up on a mysterious island. Killed 20 of their people on the island with the help of some weird beast. Made it back. Ran into Jonas. It got overran by cursed bears. We escaped from there. Lost a party member. Bimmy died valiantly trying to save us.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the other guy who died. His head was on a spike.
Yeah. One of the bear warriors died. They killed him on a spike. We killed some cursed bears outside the thing. Moved through the forest. Linked up with V-Star. Finally made it back up to our place. They sent a spy. He infiltrated that. He got away. Ah, fucking sneaky devils. They have magic. They can poof. What's the poof thing that they do? They just disappear. Made a deal. Snarlson, stay out to the south until we can form the alliance for our chieftains from the north with the Jotun land and with you all. And unite everyone that we can in order to stand against the Eye of Odin, because there's just too many of them. Ran into some mists. Dealt with some floating heads with eyes. Bunch of undead thingies. Fought a shadow werewolf creature here. As he's saying that, he's taking his shit off so he can get to put the polish on his fucking thing. So like, fuck it. He's like, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So he's like shirtless in the fucking cold out there, fucking taking the polish from fucking Adler and like rubbing it in.
Mm-hmm.
There's a big fucking bite scar on his shoulder that's all fucking black, decaying, fucking oozing.
I throw down my backpack and from it I take out the flame robe that's kind of all folded up poorly, and I put it on top, and the Odin's Eye armband, and I'm like, proof of our efforts.
Oh, odd.
Yes, brother.
Do you have the wanted poster or wanted flyer?
Oh, that's very great art of us. Yes.
I think I still have that.
When did you become part of this group? And he points to Alder.
Oh, I believe it was after their encounter with the cursed bears, I believe.
Yes.
We came to your village, the
That was
chief.
our village, but
Yes,
we came to
I
our village before we
your
headed off
village.
to the west side of the mountain.
There were cursed bears in Janos?
Yes. They had slaughtered the populace. We barely escaped before killing a few of them.
So what has become of Janos?
It's cursed bears now.
Eaten.
Bear shit.
Straight.
bears did.
And they do shit in the woods.
And
Just
in
ask him.
Yarmouth.
And they tend to have an unsatisfying hunger for mortal flesh.
And how is your hunger?
I'm sated.
Mm-hmm.
I'll look over at my brother's shoulder. I'll look around. It seems like you have your own curse within these woods.
The effect and what we have been dealing with coincides with your story. So, it would appear that, and he kind of loses himself in thought. We've dealt with the unnatural before, but not like this. And it seems that it has not only affected us, but caused many shifts, almost to the point of madness. You tell me the cursed bears have assembled to the point of taking war to seize territory. King Asbjorn declares war and forces allegiances.
The dead rise, wolves walk on 2 feet, and hags inhabit the forest.
And King Asbjorn's men burn villages by the dozens, and their inhabitants.
Oh, that's quite all right. We'd give enough of our own. That being said, it would appear that your chieftain that you represent, from what I'm compiling, you're not united, but you seek allegiance with Gjallarhorn. How did you propose to do this?
Well, at the time, Fern was the long-lost sister of the Queen of Galloway.
Impossible.
Well, she was in the ship where the husband, son died, so we were going to escort her back to the beach with her sister and use that in attempts to persuade. But now,
Well, as you can see, she's no longer with us.
yeah.
So what was your plan now?
Use our manly charms. Just kidding.
I don't know about that. Well, it depends. I guess we're gonna have to go into the deep dive on this one. Remember a couple of 100 years ago, there's an old story where Ragnarok was brought forth upon this as a precursor for Ragnarok. The old legends of Valley.
Why do you bring up ancient history?
Because the ancient history is upon us again.
It's a cycle. It's come back upon us because they wish to ensue and invoke their own form of Ragnarok and not let the proper rebirth happen and bring gods of anew. It seems that Sulter has kicked up the flame. The shadow has come back to the realm. In the valley, spirit walks among some people, or so it seems.
I trust that Fimbulvetter signaled the times. What you speak is not easy to digest or believe. Despite the occurrences amongst us, you speak as if Valley walks amongst us from a time long ago. Or the influence is there. What proof have you of this?
All I have is my word.
And your brother Odd, he does not speak. Do you have proof? Or any of you?
Why would I interrupt my brother?
Because you have been glancing about as if you know something. Are you unsettled?
You say it is impossible for these things to happen. but you see them, or your warriors wouldn't be such on edge. You've seen them in the woods. You see all the signs around you. Yet you still want to say it's impossible. Do you protect these lands? Do you protect these woods?
These are ours.
Impossible.
Roll your persuasion.
Ooh. You can start a fight.
I'm down.
Ooh. Ooh, that was scary. 21.
Oh, okay.
Damn.
You see him almost curl up into a smirk, as if he's mildly impressed.
These are the lands of the gods. And the curse has fallen upon all the lands, ours and yours included.
My love, if this is true, then you are the emissaries of your chieftain, much like I am of mine.
Chieftain Engelberg has sent us on.
That is a name that is known. I can see why you chose this pathway. I will need to consort with mine to determine this information. In the meantime, you will be safe here. I would ask that you delay your journey for the time being. Until I get more information.
And stay here in this clearing.
It will be safe for you all.
Are we permitted to hunt, forage, as long as we stay in the general vicinity, so we don't deplete our stores?
You may.
I have no problem with a slight
Just-
vacation. The wind
Just
is
take-
off our back. We can prepare ourselves for the journey and seek the guidance of the noble shadow wolves.
Just take one thing with you, guardian of these woods. Every day that you delay us from our journey is one day closer that Ragnarok may be brought to us.
The choice is yours.
We will stay because we need all of the help we can to stand up against the forces and the gods of the king.
It will not take long.
Have you slayed many of King Asbjorn's men?
Many.
Maybe. Good.
Many.
Many? Ah! Hey! Do you know a fellow? Big guy? What the fuck what does he look like, Igni?
Oh, yes. I think his reddish hair, he's clean shaven. He calls himself the Wolfhound. Yes. I search for this man.
The guy takes off his wolf cowl, it's him. Fuck! I'm right here! You killed my name is Igni. You killed my family.
My name is
Prepare to
Inigo
die.
Montoya.
Prepare to die.
Killed my father. Prepare to die.
I was waiting on that shit to happen. Now. Go ahead, sorry.
The only semblance to that name would be amongst Asbjorn's generals. He used to refer to himself as a Hound of the Wolf,
I see.
but he is not clean shaven.
No. I would not think so. Not anymore.
You could always grow a beard.
Yes, you could.
And then Alter, do you remember any of the key things from the people that slayed your village?
Oh, they didn't play any. They came to my hovel to convert me to the religion, and I declined. And then they resorted to violence, and they paid for it.
Oh, my bad. You killed him. Sorry, I was getting confused in my. Whew. I should probably eat soon.
And how did you come to be? Because clearly you are not from here. I recognize the accent of which you speak. I almost killed you on sight when you spoke up. But seeing now that I am enlightened with information, and the gods have seen fit to apparently bless you along this way, there must be some semblance of interest.
No. The man who I described to you, I seek him. Many years ago, when I was just a boy, he and his men destroyed my village, slaughtered its people. I, as far as I know, am the only survivor. So,
You realize the company you keep has probably also slaughtered many of your people.
that may be true.
They were
But-
all bad.
But I know that one man is responsible for what happened that day.
His family. We didn't participate in that.
As far as I know, they weren't there. So, I keep them around.
Well, then the question I pose then, if that was your initial foray here, understand, we all have done things under Asbjorn's banner. We all have participated into the raids and slaughter and into Inglar. Not one here is innocent of that. So I would question, in light now of your new information, what motivates you more? Inglar is the enemy.
Maybe. But King Asbjorn and his men pose a bigger threat to our world than my people ever could.
Were you exiled?
Well, there was no one left from where I lived, so I came here. So, in a way, yes.
It's one thing to leave your lands to go here in pursuit. It's another to join with those who participate and continue to participate. There's more to this story.
The enemy of my enemy is my friend.
And if someone slaughtered your family, you would not hunt them to the ends of the world?
And take
That's
whatever
not-
help you can
That's
get.
not the question.
Exactly. And that is why we do not question him. He has proven himself more and more over,
To you, not to me.
but he travels with us and not you.
How close to the shadow are the wolves?
I did not understand your question.
You're the wolves of the shadow. How close to the shadow do the wolves go?
I don't understand your question.
My brother pointed out some corrupted shadow out here. You only balked at the corruption, not at the shadow. So my
All I
question-
know is strange things. I don't know of this corruption you speak other than what I've witnessed. And that's assuming, and he points to Odd, that everything you tell me is true.
What all do you know about the old times? When Valley walked the land.
The stories passed down, much like I'm sure is the same with you all.
We know of all the sagas, the legends, the lore. Belly had a guide. Did he not?
In some tellings.
In some tellings. What was her name? Oh, I can't remember. What was her name?
It was that one lady.
It was a dark figure. Some say that she was a guide, others say that he killed her.
Sometimes you have to kill your guide. And he just looks at Igni.
Don't you look at me like that.
Why?
It was the dark one, the bird one, the crow one,
Oh, the Raven,
Raven one.
one.
the raven one.
Almost in
Wait,
unison.
We did all in game. All of us did it in unison. Maybe she can help fix your shadows.
How?
The corruption. Where was the raven one from? You know the stories, the sagas, the legends. I
No
am
one
young.
knows where she was from.
They always said she was from the shadow. She was the dark, cloaked one who came from the shadows. She always approached.
You speak as if you're intimate.
Oh, I'm not intimate. No. But I have seen the tales. The icy crows would tell the stories of things to pass and what happened in the past and when the forever winter started and how Ragnarok was coming again. But now the realm is cursed with a false god again. The circle of the flame. But for every light, there must be darkness. But for every darkness, there must be light. Because one can't be seen without the other. And there's got to be a balance. Who is determined to tell you who is good and who is evil? It's not determined that way. It's who is honorable and who is deceitful. Because on one hand, the gods did many things. Played tricks on each other. And then solved those problems from the tricks they did. And regardless of what it was, they still helped each other. So we should help each other. Let's eat, drink, make camp, and have a, go meet with your people and deliberate in the morning. If you have a Gothi, bring them. We will tell them more. Or tell them what we told you. Because you know how the tales go. I tell you, you tell a friend, you tell a friend. Now there's an 18-foot tall giant on the beach with ravenous claws, shadow tentacles for arms, devouring an entire pile of bodies, while King Asgard's men took off, running up the shoreline in terror.
If you were speaking there, Igni, no one caught that.
And I wasn't. Nothing relevant.
He just kind of looks at you like, almost questioning if bringing you here was a mistake.
Astrogatis.
This is what you're coming to go to the
No,
queen with?
This was the conversation that was brought forth with the words that were taken between us to tell you what happened. You asked what happened. We told you.
I'm afraid I'm going to need more if I'm going to convince my chieftain.
But obviously I got my shirt off, so I'd be like, this is the bite of a shadow wolf, 9 foot tall, crazy creature. I take my fucking bandolier off. This is the bite of a fucking cursed werebear.
Is he?
Yeah.
Oh, hold on, out of game. He's looking like for proof that we're fucking special or whatever the fuck.
Why don't you ask him?
He said that he wants
Yeah.
proof.
Yeah.
Is anyone here right now injured at all? Low hit points? Or did we long rest?
Other than freaking even?
Yeah, but that's not a hit point.
There was
scar.
40, but that got addressed as well. So for the
He's
most
fucking
part,
cool.
everyone else here, I
No,
mean,
we'll
look at
fix, We'll fix this real quick. You'd be like, hey, just bring it up in conversation. Do I still have the
Oh.
scar from Fern on my chest?
Oh, you know what? Hey, Odd. Do the thing with the blade.
what blade?
So how about we
No?
tell you another story? Not of the days
story?
of old,
He sinks down.
of the sagas that you have read. Where Valley had a guide known as the Raven One, the god of the shadows. My god. When the Raven One and Valley traveled together, there was a point that she could no longer guide him. So he did not kill her, he released her so she could go back to her realm. With the dagger of the ancients that he drove into himself so he could release her spirits. The dagger that the Raven One herself has blessed upon us. I make it appear in my hand. I hold it up that I'm not.
Kind of jolt upright and then stand and then quickly look at it.
I will gently, with my hand open, still not grasping it, I will lay it on a rock next to the fire.
Careful, that's sharp.
You said your god.
I was born in the shadow of the blood moon. So I seeked out the shadow of the world. It is not evil. It is not an evil thing. Just as the light is not necessarily evil. It's how people use it.
And what of the old gods?
Holden? He still guides me. And I show him my gun gear. And I snap my hand and call forth my spear.
And he kind of looks a little bewildered, then looks over at
I,
the other two.
I open my hand and make the spear go back. That way.
You see him kind of ponder.
You said you needed some proof of a few things. I don't know what more proof we can provide for you. Except for, I pour a small cup of water and I hand it to him. I take a sip of it and then hand it to him so he knows that it's not poison.
He hesitantly reaches out for it and grasps it.
Test it.
What's it taste like?
Water.
It's water.
Presto. Now it's apple mead.
He did the thing.
I was waiting for it, dude.
It's not here. I had to do it.
Party people like proof. You need proof? Cast fireball.
You see him almost like he's in a bewildered state trying to digest everything. And he hands it back and goes, "Yes, I would ask that you remain here while I speak. I will be back by this evening."
Okay. So it is settled. We shall hunt. When you return, we shall feast.
Although I must bring my warriors with me at this point, for they have bore witness as well. It will need more than just my word at this point.
You need to bring a witness with you? One of us?
No.
Oh, you're warriors.
Yes.
Oh yeah, that's fine. We shall hunt here. I flex real hard. Nothing? Okay. The spirit of the bear, we shall hunt. Igni with his bow.
I will say this. Because I am taking my warriors with me, you will have to remain vigilant here.
With that, I'll stick my hand up and dismiss the dagger from the stone in front of me.
Enough said. I leave now. I will see you by this evening. And you see him kind of trot off. And you hear more rustling as it's joined. And there's an ominous, almost deadening silence now. All you can hear is the crackle of the fire as it illuminates the remaining tree line amongst this clearing that still has canopy overgrown. At this point, despite the sun rays coming in, you know, but by evening, this will almost be as dark as a cave without that fire.
Well, I begin gathering firewood. And then trying to grow big fucking bear paws. Like every now and then he just like flexes and fucking not working.
Okay. What about the rest of you?
I'm going to walk.
I kind of look at Even. I'm like, you're not a bear, Even.
I'm just saying. I mean, I did turn
You
into
make
a wolf.
make strange noises. Scare me.
You're not a berry.
Okay. Oh, okay.
No, I'm just messing. I'll gather the firewood if you want to.
Yes,
Do the
I'm going to
hunting.
go get our dinner.
Alder,
Yes.
can you can call animals? You've called the deer before. Can you call wolves?
I can.
Can we use him to hunt?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yes.
Whoa.
That'd be awesome. That'd be
I
very
wonder
great.
if there's elk in these woods.
One way to find out.
UAV activated.
Odd.
Let's see.
We're gonna have to talk about your gotchas.
Technically patron, but sure. Unless it's also what he worships. I haven't checked in a while.
Oh yeah, I would worship her. I mean, patron, sugar mama, you know, whatever you want to.
Sugar mama.
At this
Essentially.
point, we are going to fast forward to the evening, unless there is something else about to be happening or discussion about to occur.
Like, I'm out hunting.
I would like to kind of walk around the edge of the clearing, just kind of
Oh,
feeling.
He's our vigilance. Him and Alder, while the Igni and have some wolves hunt or whatever.
The summoned wolves.
How many wolves can you summon?
8.
8? You could put 4 on patrol or 6 on patrol around the circle with fucking Odd. While he's
Are you just
patrolling.
going to patrol around the area, or what are you doing?
Yeah, I just reread this, but I don't need to be near them. So I can tell them to like follow one of you or just like obey your command. They
Okay.
can go and yeah.
Walk
Send
So
two
through.
wolves.
I finished your thought. What were you doing?
Just kind of taking in around, like walking the very perimeter of this clearing.
Mm-hmm.
Not, because you said I feel something that feels twisted. So I just kind of want to take in, kind of feel the unnaturalness, if that makes sense.
Yes. Okay. You guys go ahead and continue. So you were going to summon wolves at some point, or is that just the discussion piece?
I'll do it.
Now?
Sure. Yeah.
What's the duration?
An hour. An hour.
That's fine by me.
Okay. So right now it's about a little past midday. So summoning him now, duration for an hour. Okay.
Due
I
to
can also-
my
Do it 3 times. So
and due to my natural explorer perk, I will travel unhindered in the forest.
What are you seeking as far as game?
Anything rabbits or larger, preferably elk, but anything I can come up with.
Roll it.
Roll it.
I'd go with him, but I'll turn into a wolf myself.
Oh.
Ooh, nat 20.
Oh
Okay.
shit, son! Nice.
Okay. So here's what we'll do this. You see that Alder begins to walk off, and you see him distort and shapeshift his body into that of a wolf.
What the fuck? He could do it and I can't. That's fucking. I get chained to a tree. And
This
he
is
can
bullshit.
he just turns into one and walks off into the woods. No one bats an eye.
He walks on 4 legs, brother. You're on 2, and your teeth were a lot sharper.
I was bigger too.
That's what they all say.
Yeah.
Utilizing the natural instincts of Alder, his wolf nose begins to sniff out and alerts you to a clearing. It's hard to navigate in this darkness, but very easy for him. At this point, you stumble across a buck of very decent size, probably about 12 points. You let loose your arrow, striking in the heart instantaneously and dropping it.
Ah, prize game. Very good.
Even, or correction, odd.
That is me.
You, through your, we'll call it a patrol, the distortions again seem, well, odd. It's almost as if it's the same, to describe it, it's like the same shadow energy. However, it's like it's been thwarted or twisted or manipulated. It doesn't seem to coincide with the same signature that you would normally feel as if your patron was at work here. Same stuff, but malevolent. While the shadow generally itself permeates and has a nearly frightening presence, its impact here it gives you the heebie-jeebies.
Feels the tingle.
Alright. I'll collect some dirt closer to the fire. I'll bring out a bowl and that. I will put a little bit of the dirt and the stuff around here, and I'll start just praying to the Raven One.
Okay.
And all that. Just general stuff for right now, waiting for Igni and Alder to get back.
And even, what are you doing in the meantime?
I'm gathering firewood and fucking trying to think like a bear.
That's right.
And flexing every now and then. Ah! Ah! Like I gather up so much
Let me
firewood.
look at that rule set that we both agreed upon and see. I think it was for a attempted voluntary. It was something
Yeah, that's
on your sheet.
Just trying so hard.
Now, as far as you guys who you just killed your deer, what are you doing as regards to like with it? Are you bringing it back?
Yeah.
There.
Yes, we're gonna bring it back.
Okay.
Gonna ask Alder.
I could change again. Yeah.
Yes. Could you transform into a horse or some other animal that can carry this?
I want to ride you.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Let's see what would be good.
You can't say he's not useful.
He wants to mount you. Nature bros.
Nature bros.
Yeah, we'll do a horse is size large, so I'll do that.
Brokeback Northlands.
I
Okay.
can also turn into an elk myself.
No, I would not do that.
Turn it to an elk?
Okay, what are
Yeah,
we doing?
probably a
I
bad
hear a lot of
No, no,
ideas.
no, no.
But what,
Just a horse.
doing?
No,
Just a
turn
horse.
into a horse, please,
Just
God.
a horse.
Okay. Your body contorts, the fluid begins to dissipate and fall to the earth before it disappears entirely, and you elongate your body into that of a horse with no saddle.
Okay. I am going to kind of haul the deer, or the elk up onto his like back, where it's kind of like sideways, like perpendicular to him, kind of straddling him, and then we're just gonna walk back.
Okay. You're not mounting. You're having the
No.
carcass be on his back.
The carcass will be on his back
Okay.
to carry it.
To say this is about to be interesting because you have a non-strapped down hide and you're trying to ride this motherfucker. All right.
No.
Here we go. By the time you get back, Odd, you see them coming through the clearing. You see a horse with a deer carcass on the ass end, where the hump is, and Igni kind of guiding it back to make sure it maintains upon this horse that has this deer carcass. And even sees this too.
They proceed through the tree line, and this big ass fucking smile on my face. Gentlemen, Today's huntings were mighty fine, I would say. And I point towards the the elk on his back. This is the best hunt I've had in 9 years.
At that point, you see me get up. Very good, very good. And I'll walk over and I'll slit its throat and catch some of the blood in the bowl.
Okay.
Very well.
But
I'll let you continue.
when you get to the point, I need its heart.
Very well. Going to once we kind of guide out over to the fire.
The deer or the horse?
The deer.
As we guide,
I guess I should have asked. I was like, who's
I just pat the horse on the side of its head because I have.
Well, to be fair, if he kills the horse, I just turn into myself again.
Yeah.
It depends on what he decides to slit your throat with. You know what I'm saying? He's got a nice little freaking thing.
Yeah.
Nah.
As we move towards the fire, I pull the elk by its antlers onto the ground.
It's not
And
an
then-
elk, brother. It's a deer.
Oh, a deer, whatever it is. I pull the
Unless
deer.
you're- He said elk, so unless he's a horse, so unless you're grabbing
Yeah,
Alder and wringing his ass to the ground, yeah.
No,
it's a
no,
deer.
no, no,
It's a
no.
deer. It's a deer.
I'm grabbing the deer.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I yank it to the ground, and it whoosh on the floor. And I kind of signal to Alder. He's like, "You can do your thing now."
Okay, I'll just turn back into myself and start preparing the deer.
Yep, I'm gonna start fucking skinning it and preparing it for eating.
So you're gonna clean it out. You're gonna drain it out. You're gonna start pulling all the internal organs out. You get to the heart.
I grab the heart, pull it out, and I kind of glance over at Odd to say, "Hey." And I kind of extend my arm and like,
I'll walk over and I'll
"Here
grab
you
it
are."
and take the bowl of blood and mud and the heart back over by the fire.
Not sure what you need it for, but I trust you. Kind of. And I start as I remove all the internal organs, kind of just setting it aside. I start getting the actual meaty parts and get ready to cook them.
Okay. By the way, deer heart steak is really good, so that's unfortunate. Oh, too bad he couldn't cook that.
It's gonna get cooked here in a minute.
Mud.
What do you mean?
even anything? Or are you still trying to like do Mighty Morphin Power Rangers over here?
He's been there like the last hour and a half.
Yeah. While everybody's hunting and doing that shit, dude, I was just fucking trying to get that to go. It's a
Okay.
But now that I gathered the firewood and they got this back and everything else, I will stretch the intestines, clean them out. All right, and then I'll use the intestines and twist them in order to go and make twine. All right, and then I'll create a ball with that and then gather some sinew. And since the head's lopped off, I throw the head in the fire to cook all the meat off the head.
Okay.
Oh, before he does that, I'm like, wait, and I want to get the horn, or get the antlers.
I was
So-
doing a whole skull thing for you, but if you want
Oh yeah, no, do that.
that way,
Sorry.
you can wear the
You're right.
antlers and people can shoot.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Be badass. Do that.
All right.
Right. Anything else before nightfall, gentlemen?
Whew.
No, it's not my forest. I'm not going to do it.
What does our surrounding look like? Is it just like a tree line? Just fucking.
It's a clearing with lots of dry leaves near the center, but wet leaves and mud and dirt on the exterior, with half-mast shelters, kind of like tents, using a stick to prod, and then like fur lining to keep it up. And so, just as a way for shelter, and then there's pelts of animals that are coalesced into a circular blanket for warmth, in addition to the fire. So basically, you're sleeping on hard ground with a half shelter.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. So basically, we just set camp. I set a couple of torches up so we can see the edge of the tree line, prepare them for being lit, and
I'm going to. Hold on. I'm gonna cast.
Is anyone opposed to another hour?
I'm not
I'm
opposed
good.
to another 2 hours. That's fine.
I'm down. I'm not opposed
Hour.
for 3 hours.
Yeah, 3 hours work.
Okay. All right. I'm
3
gonna keep
hours?
going. I'm gonna keep going because we're on a good roll here. So
Yes.
I'm gonna keep going for at least another hour, at least.
Fuck yeah.
All right. Cool. Just for recording purposes, there, Dave. So I am gonna take because we are pushing to evening time. Is there anything else happening?
If we want to take a piss. Oh,
Before we go to sleep,
live.
All right. So you say your blessing. Was that the final words of your blessing, or a crit? We'll call it a sanctification or cleansing.
I'll give the spirit of the animal, the soul of the animal, the blood of the animal, and the lands that the animal is from over to my queen, the Raven One.
Okay.
So she can guide and protect these lands for her own.
You say your prayer. Are you doing anything with this?
As I will coat the heart and the blood in the mud of that, lay it over the rock next to the fire, call forth the dagger, and stab into it,
Mm-hmm.
and then give it to the flames.
It begins to burn and crackle, and that nice smell of burning meat begins to permeate through the air, and it's pleasant. And then the flame begins to distort and turn into a greenish hue. And it begins to dim. And at this point, as that flame begins to dim, it's dims and dims and dims and dims, and the visibility gets lower and lower and lower until it snuffs out with a wail and is gone, and you envelop in darkness. Minus the sunlight, which ever so slowly begins to crest down, and the twilight begins to enumerate the sky as that sun begins to crest down, and the light itself that comes through begins to permeate into more of an orange.
All right. Well, I'm gonna go fucking prepare some shackles next to the nearest tree. To the
Some
fire.
chapels?
Shackles, the manacles.
Shackles, gotcha. At this point, the sun is beginning to set. Anything else?
Oh, shackle
we're
up.
about to head to sleep.
Using the chain and the manacles, fucking shackling up to the tree.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna shackle.
Okay. After I give it a little bit and I see the sun fading down, and I'll go help my brother.
Okay. He had set up pyres along the exterior of the perimeter. Are we lighting those or leaving those unlit?
Lighting those.
Or torches, excuse me. All right.
Yes.
So that way there's torchlight around.
And the fire pit itself is still snuffed out.
For now, yeah.
So everyone lights the exterior lights and it creates the illumination now. Now things are fully illuminated. The shackles are set. The chain is wrapped. It is ready for you.
All right, I just shackled myself in there. Brother, you got the key.
I lean over to Alder. I'm like, I
Always.
wonder if he's into this.
I mean, he willingly got in there.
True.
Can I hear them whispering?
Yes.
You did it! You always willingly. There's always a chance to walk away.
Very well. Before we head to sleep or do anything else, I'm going to cast primeval awareness and detect any unnatural beings within the next 6 miles.
Unnatural being.
That being, stand by. There's a list.
Even
where is
lights
it?
up.
All the things that want to kill us. Primeval awareness. That would
Fucking
be
it goes off.
aberrations, celestials, dragons, elementals, fae, fiends, and undead.
Does it pinpoint?
No, but it lets me know if they are in the area.
Read that list off again.
All right. For 1 minute per spell level spot of the spell slot you expend, you can sense whether the following types of creatures are present within 1 mile of you or up to 6 miles if you're in your favorite terrain. Aberrations, celestials, dragons, elementals, fae, fiends, and undead. This feature does not reveal the creature's location or number.
You're casting that now?
But yes, before we go to sleep. Unless we aren't doing anything else.
Well, the sun is now setting.
So yes, I'm going
Torches
to
are
cast
lit.
it.
Dave is... Even is shackled.
I'm going to cast it, yes.
Okay.
There's a good portion of like the deer from earlier, correct?
Yep.
Because we couldn't eat all of that.
Oh, there's no way.
Yeah. So I'll drag a good portion of that next to my brother.
Yeah, just in case.
You cast this, and your senses are ablaze and assaulted that it's almost painful in a circular session around you. Like, it's everywhere.
I kind of sigh. I'm like, I don't even know why I do this. It's
Me either. But it's for
There.
the greater good.
at least we know that we are still not safe, but it's given at this point.
Was it
And I kinda-
because of the ritual that was just performed?
No, it's the
Are you sure?
there are some creatures or things around us not natural of this plane. In maybe nearby, maybe not, but if they want to, they could come here soon. So be watchful, be on guard. Our enemies are ever present.
I will be as vigilant as I can.
If you happen to turn into a bear, I'm sure that you could slaughter whatever comes at us.
Yeah, it'd be better than the wolf.
It would be better than the wolf, yes.
I can turn into a bear. if I want.
Perception, please.
Perception. Wait, who's rolling perception?
Who?
Everybody?
Yes.
Everybody in the club. Alright, I think that's what's +3.
24.
Damn!
13!
No.
17.
No.
Ah, so close. I know mine's a no. 12.
Okay.
So close.
Mr. Alder.
Mm-hmm.
The fuck do I close my fucking book? I just needed open for this whole fucking thing. You. There it is. You look because something just catches your eye, and you look, and out beyond the torchlight, you see a pair of yellow eyes staring back at you.
Mm.
And as they stare back at you, you can see a bald head and pointed ears. And as if that, as soon as you see those beady yellow eyes, they disappear behind a tree slowly, like they're moving this way.
Bald head, pointy ears, like an elf, or like a creature.
You pick.
Mm.
Hell no.
Okay. I'll point out the tree he went behind and try to get Igny's attention.
What?
I just
What?
saw something watching us from behind that tree. It just hid behind it. It had pointy ears and yellow eyes.
Shit. Is Odd like close by to me?
Yeah.
Odd.
What?
Alder says he sees something in the woods, something looking at us. Said he had bald head and pointy ears and yellow eyes. He was looking at us.
Was it one of the people from earlier coming back to watch us?
I don't think so. Seemed like a creature, and if my senses are to be believed, then it is most likely a creature.
I'm gonna say
the-
fuck it, and I'm gonna conjure 8 wolves.
Let's say keep vigilant and watch
Keep
the
vigilant.
woods.
What's the casting time?
Instantaneous.
Okay.
One
Read
action.
me,
One action.
read me the description.
It's very long. I summon
Okay.
face spirits that take the form of beasts and appear in unoccupied spaces that I can see within range. Choose one of the following options, and it's 8 beasts for, in this case, 8 beasts of challenge rating, 1 of quarter or lower.
Okay.
Which those are wolves. So then each beast is considered fey and disappears when it dies or when the spell ends. Summoned
Okay.
creatures are friendly to me and my companions. They roll initiative for the summoned creatures as a group.
Uh-huh.
They obey verbal commands that I issue to them, no action required by me. If I don't issue commands, they defend themselves from hostiles, but otherwise take no actions.
Gotcha. Okay. You see Alder close his eyes, perform a chant, and then conjure, and then almost 8 wisps of light appear and then materialize into wolves.
I'm going to command 2 of the wolves to go over to the tree where I saw the thing staring at us, and if they see it, to bark at it and try and chase it off, or fight it if it's hostile.
Get it!
You see that as they begin to approach out, you see them kind of all turn and swivel their heads and then begin to snarl. And at that point, the only light you have is illuminated by that torchlight surrounding the perimeter. All of you swivel to see a bald-headed, ghastly gray skinned, pointed-eared, yellow beady-eyed, torn, ragged clothing,
Hmm.
and it's almost like what you would think of a malnourished individual, and it opens its mouth, revealing sharp fangs before it smacks the torchlight, sending it out and towards the center with the flame gone. And then it envelops itself in darkness.
Okay.
Nosferatu.
Nosferatu. And that was still in the direction I saw it. It just had closed.
No, it's a different direction.
Right? Different
direction.
Good. Okay, I'm gonna have the wolves come back and just form a circle around me.
Alright, are you gonna leave me chained up to the tree, or do you want to come?
Oh,
get
fuck.
me?
You've got external and potentially internal threats at this point.
Fuck.
Fuck is going on?
Well, I'll go up to Even and ask him if he wants to be unchained from the tree. There's something here. Do you want
How
to
is
be
the
unchained?
moonlight coming through, or the light coming through? Is the clouds?
It's pretty obscured. It's very obscured.
Okay, it's obscured. So I just gotta stay out of direct moonlight. Okay. Yeah, fuck it. If fucking shit's coming in, I would prefer to be able to stab it than to wait to get stabbed.
Okay. I'll help him get out of
Like-
chains.
It's like trying to flex and fucking try to turn into a bear as he tried to break his chains.
Oh, you messed it up with candle. That was perfect. I don't know who did that, but great. I love it. Okay. Can I get, like, instead of that major candle there, can I get, like, 5 little candles on the exterior perimeter? Drunken?
I can't. I don't. Whoever has the.
Here, let me see if I can do it. I'm gonna do it.
We can scale it down, and it was just I took the candle off the thing and stuck it over there. But
That was fucking perfect.
I can't copy or clone nothing.
I can scale it. Okay, I don't know who did that, but that was perfect. There's like lighting and everything. That's fucking sick.
Yeah. Holy shit! What the? Wow.
And that candle is in a out state. How do I kill it? Delete? No. End?
Which one are you trying to remove?
Yes, the center one needs to be snuffed out. Nah, that works too.
Okay, yeah, here. Or you do this, just grab it and set it back over here where it fucking came from.
There you go.
Back where you came from. Back where you belong.
There's your illumination lighting. Okay.
Damn, all them candles fucking kicked up to 3D rendering.
And you hear like a in the distance.
I will.
Come, do you have something you wish to talk about?
Sure.
Okay.
I
Okay.
slice off a big chunk of meat of the elk next to the tree that he did with my dagger. And I walk towards the direction of the darkness that it enveloped itself in when it. Did it envelop itself in darkness, or did he just snuff out the torch?
The darkness enveloped it because the torch got kicked away.
Oh, okay. I walk over to that area, and I hand out the meat. The good fucking solid, nice little chunk of fucking elk. These are not our lands, and we are visitors. And if you are hungry, we can feed you. Now look at Odd, I'm like,
Is this, you said a chunk of the uncooked or the cooked?
the uncooked meat that was set next to me.
Okay. Still bloody. Okay. So,
God, don't fucking bite me now. I got fucking
Vampiro.
Nosferatu too, man. Fucking goddamn, dude.
It's a fucking. You're gonna be like a vampire, wolf,
Fucking
bear
fucking
thing.
Bloodborne fucking.
Amalgamation of like 5 different fucking turning
I'm fighting
entities.
everything. As soon as it becomes nighttime.
let's determine this. Oh, okay. You know what? Roll a persuasion.
Oh, I got fucking. Ooh, you done picked the wrong motherfucker to roll persuasion.
It's like shit.
And that's just
Alright.
at the act. Wait, how far is he from me? I might be able to give you a boost.
He's next to you.
Oh, next to me? Okay. I've never used this yet. My Cosmic Omen. It's basically like Bardic Inspiration, so I can give you a D6 to add to your roll.
Oh yeah, that would definitely help because I'm at a 0.
I'm gonna hold my action if this thing does attack my brother
That's a 15.
for prestidigitation.
15 plus.
You're gonna presto.
The campfire
Resto.
and light it.
Okay. All right.
Oh, that's crooked as fuck, dude. 15 and 5 is 20.
Okay.
Not bad.
Thanks for the fucking Cosmic Omen
Cosmic Omen.
guidance.
Oh, he is useful.
He gave me druidic inspiration. I'm about to give him fighter inspiration here in a second. Do it or I'll fucking kill you. Okay.
You see a rapid clawed hand just snatch that from you, and you hear draining and gorging and sickening.
Hell no.
Nice.
It's like the
I'm,
grapefruit video.
Nice.
I'm going to cast Hunter's Mark.
Okay. Doing what?
So Hunter's Mark. That's on my next attack. If I hit him with that attack, that marks him. Stand by. I'm gonna read the actual thing.
Yeah.
I have it here.
So Hunter's Mark allows him to add 1d6 to his damage on that creature. If the creature dies during that turn, then he gets to move it on his next bonus action.
What
to
is
another
it? A specific creature or any creature? Do you have to see
specific
it?
creature that you target.
Yeah. If I hit him with my next attack.
If you hit him with your next attack, okay.
Yeah. You choose a creature you can see within range.
Choose a creature. What?
You cast it as a bonus action. It is a bonus action to cast.
You know what?
got to be able to see the target.
Disregard.
Then no, because you can't see it.
Yeah, I can't see it. Disregard.
Oh.
Sorry, I got confused with another one.
Do you know V-Star? He's a friend of mine. We helped him out in the Cursed Forest once. He was hungry too.
I don't think this one is one of his.
Ah. But you're not one of mine and we're friends. Maybe they get around. V-Star was on this side of the mountains.
Perhaps.
Once you hear the gorging stop, I don't want to speak to you.
Hell
And
no.
the others are hungry.
Others.
In my most gruntle voice I can. Who do you want to speak to?
No one.
Is there not more elk out there?
Well, this turned interesting.
How many do you need to feed? On! Igni, how much elk do we have left?
Odd, how much elk did we have left over there? How much would you put around him?
I'd say about 3/4 of one. Well, uncooked, since they seem to like that. Probably about half.
There you go. There's about half the deer is left. If you want to throw it out, to give it to him.
You hear about 3 other voices that are just hissing and whispering and ominous, surrounding all directions. And you hear a as the one you were speaking to scampers off, but you hear the rustling. Continue to envelop.
I don't know.
Let's
Do you want-
let's take a quarter of that thing and bring it over here and cut it in a fucking couple of fucking. I
You
mean,
want-
it's 1 leg quarter can give us fucking. If the elk is about 200 pounds of meat, leg quarter about 50 pounds of meat. I guess we cut off 1, 2, 3. There's 4 of them. We cut off 20 pounds of meat. That gives them 5 pounds of meat apiece. Fucking with the fucking little, like 4 little chunks of that big. Come set it out fucking right there on the edge of the thing. Come. Gather your
Yeah.
food.
You see 3 pairs of beady yellow eyes look. You see them crest towards the edge of the light of the flame, but do not proceed into it.
What are you guys? And I pick up the first piece of meat and I move it closer to the scrawniest looking motherfucker dude. You gotta feed the weak ones first.
Okay, let's see what he's gonna go for. Either that or you.
Let's
Have I
go!
heard of anything? Have I
Let's
heard of
go,
anything
because
that
I'm ready.
described?
I'm ready to use my reaction.
Roll your persuasion.
Oh, fuck, I gotta do it again. How long does that fucking inspiration just once last?
Is it 1 action or what is that? Or is there a duration?
I think it's just once.
I think it's, yeah.
Yeah. A 5!
A 5?
A 5.
No. You see a hand reach out for the meat and then ravenously grab your arm and attempt to pull you into the darkness.
I'm sending the dogs after him.
All right.
After fuck Baldy.
Anybody who rated an action can execute that. Everyone else is fucking rolling initiative.
I
What
light
about
the
it?
fire.
What about reaction?
That's what I said.
Okay. Alright. Cool.
Your reactions can be used at this time, but everybody else is rolling initiative. So if you prepped an action, like I think Odd did and I think you did, nobody else did. So
He had the wolves on standby to attack if hostile action was taken.
that's still a verbal command.
Okay.
Which means that their ability to react would still need to be initiative driven.
You're going over here. I'm gonna try you.
I mean, he can say the command, but they still have to go on the turn of their initiative.
Alright. I'm call forth the fucking hike.
All right, now we gotta go to the attack table. Let's see, let me grab that. And swivel it over. Where are you at, even?
Well, wherever the thing needs to be at now.
Right about there. And then I'm gonna shrink this shit the fuck down. That's too huge.
Alright.
Right about there. Yep. Okay, now you're bigger than it.
Oh, I'm bigger than it.
There you go.
That's what she
That's a little.
So it has a hold of my arm with its claws?
Yep. It's grasping it.
It's
Grasping.
it? Okay.
The fucking-
Because it's close, I will call forth the Upart
Okay.
and slash at it
Okay, roll it.
with. Alright, fucking. Here we go.
Darkness is considered concealment. It doesn't matter. It's within close proximity, so we'll negate that.
Does a 17 hit?
Yes.
Hell yeah.
Okay. 1d8. Oh, fuck, it's 7 damage.
You take your Oofbert and you
Wait.
slash and remove its hand, grasping yours. And it screams a high-pitched squeal and whine and sprays blood.
Cool. I'm gonna use as I slash his hands off. I'm gonna use the Sentinel feature to stop it in its tracks. No, never mind. I can't use that. That's opportunity. Well, reaction is an opportunity attack, correct?
Yeah.
Now, I mean, this is not an attack of opportunity, though, because it's not provoking. It would have to provoke an attack of opportunity. This is a reaction you prepped.
Okay. All right. I'll slash his hands off.
Okay.
All right. And
You need to roll. Let's see who's in that. 1, 2. Okay, Alder's fine. You need to roll a Constitution saving throw.
okay, before my second attack, let's go.
Well, you're preparing a reaction. A reaction is a single one attack. We're not going initiative
Oh,
order
it's not
here.
an action block.
No,
Okay.
no, we haven't gotten to that point now.
Okay.
I'm letting you make any quick reactions you've already prepped.
Oh.
Then we're going to the initiative order. We haven't gotten to the combat phase yet.
All right. You said
This
Constitution.
is considered a surprise at this point. So
12.
because you prepped.
12 is my Constitution save. 5 plus 7.
Yeah. The blood. You sense that something's like. Sounds like it's regurgitating, and you see a mass of red ooze, bloody nastiness come your way and hit the ground, and then yeah, it just simmers like it's acidic, but doesn't do anything to you. Now,
All right.
who else? Now, Odd, you had readied something which was igniting something.
So to ignite a small campfire.
Okay.
I'm gonna ignite the fire back in the middle.
Okay. That illuminates, and as it does, it reveals 3 creatures near Valley. Correction. Even.
Fucking
The 2
bad.
disjointed. Which causes them to shriek, and you see that their skin begins to burn,
Oh.
and they shrink back into the darkness away from Even.
But they were like also in proximity to that other one.
No.
They're just in this area.
Yes.
Okay.
Now they're not in that area. They shrunk back.
Okay.
Let's see. 1, 2. Let's see. All right, cool. Let me just do this. Last known. So I'm gonna take these guys away because they're out of visual acuity. We'll go from there. I'm gonna suspend the initiative order again because, well, we might need to roll initiative anyway. Yeah, let's roll initiative. All right.
Okay. I had already rolled. I got 16.
Is initiative boosted by dexterity?
Should
Yes.
be just your dex
It's on
modifier.
your character sheet under initiative.
Yep, it is. Yep, I got it.
I got 16.
Boom. I got 10. Womp womp.
Hopefully someone's jotting these down.
11. Igni got 10.
Igni 10.
I want to see them. Where they at?
I'm typing them on another sheet. I'll just copy and paste it over
I'll,
there in just a second.
Yeah, let me just write it down. I'll just write it.
It's easier to type it here than it is to type on the thing.
Oh, fair.
21.
God damn.
Hey, Alder.
16.
So I'm tracking Odd, Alder, myself. I don't think you even rolled yet. Holy shit. Ugh.
Run. Oh, he hit the key.
Oh yeah, I did. My bad. God damn it! I can't copy and paste. It won't let me. Yeah.
What'd you roll for initiative? I already got it.
Okay, Odd 21, Alder 16, DM 16, Even 11, Igni 10.
Got it. All right, Odd.
I will start, since I am by the fire, close to it, and my brother already collected wood, I will start just tossing wood onto the fire, making it bigger.
Okay. The fire begins to highlight and illuminate. You see that as it starts to reveal, like, the skin of these creatures, they begin to push further and further back. So at this point, you've illuminated up to this tree here, and they're backed away from it. So they're at least, like, you've expanded this cone wherever the light touches to the point where they're at least 30 feet out.
As I'm throwing the wood on, we invite you to eat with us, and you attack us. Ah!
All right, Alder.
I will walk up to the campfire and cast Control Flames to what's it say? To double the area of bright light cast by the flame.
Oh,
Jesus Christ.
okay.
Nice!
Craft
Praise
another
the sun.
Like a cantrip. It's
Gonna
like
make me-
cantrip.
Wow. Okay.
It's a cantrip.
Yeah.
All right.
I can also change the color. I'll make it white. Sure.
Okay.
If that makes it brighter, I don't know. Probably not.
Giant white bright light
Why is it gotta be
It lasts for an hour.
for an hour.
Okay, so it doubles it, which means it expands. You see that this whole forest becomes alive and radiant at this point. I'm going to.
I cast flashbang.
That causes an immediate 20 points. Okay. You hear again. It completely illuminates these things, and they completely get enveloped in light. You can smell charred flesh and hear them shrieking as they all basically collapse on the floor in agony as the flame begins to sear their bodies into, well, charred flesh.
Cool.
One manages to roll and scamper away. The other two basically wither and char into a burn victim, charred corpse.
Cool. They drag their charred corpse up by the campfire.
And don't come back.
And then cut their heads off.
All right. So that ends that. So much for initiative order.
All that work for nothing.
Gods bless you all. That I thought we were actually going to have to put ourselves in danger today.
The control that action key only works inside tabletop. That's the fucked up part.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
That was
More
effective than I thought.
You remove the heads, and as you remove the heads, they turn to dust, and their bodies float into debris and become as dust.
I've never seen these creatures before. Strange.
The fouling feeling you had felt has now dissipated and diminished into a small, minute dole.
I will just kind of look down and just be thank you, my queen, for all that you provide.
Looking at the giant pyre of flame that the altar has now ignited, I say, "The flame giveth, and the flame taketh away." Jokingly.
No! I knew you were one of them! No.
It's a prank! It's a prank! Stop!
Sick the wolves on him.
No! Don't do it!
Unfortunately, due to the growth and light of this flame, the flames has now trickled to the point of igniting the canopy.
Well, it doesn't
no.
say it makes the flames bigger. It
Doesn't
just
matter.
it's
He made the
right?
flames bigger. Mr. Odd made the flames bigger. Okay?
Oh, gotcha.
And it has now ignited the canopy, the tree leaf canopy, and is slowly burning it away, allowing more moonlight to filter through.
Can you start using control flames to extinguish 5-foot cubes at a time?
Sure.
It's something. Has 60-foot range.
One
Smoky
5-foot
bear.
cube at a time, right?
Every 6 it's an action, so yeah, every 6 seconds.
Okay, so you see Mr. Alder over here as he realizes
The
what
firefighter.
is
No.
occurring. He just starts waving his hand like this, and you see pockets of flame start poofing out.
Gonna summon the spirit of Smokey the Bear in fucking even.
Oh man.
You can be like, "Why did you start the wildfire?"
Oh, brother!
Wait, I just had a fucking idea. Not
Out of
nothing
the-
now, but
Out of the fire into the cooking pot. We've got rid of one danger.
Alright, I'll go fucking over to the tree. I hobble over to the tree. Fucking start manacling myself back up. I dismiss my Upart.
The Upart has been diminished, and it almost goes away with a whine.
She's like, "Aw, no killing."
It really goes, oh.
It doesn't go oh, but it's like
Really?
Mhm.
He's talking to you. He's like, "Fuck, dude, didn't kill anybody."
So close. So close.
what the fuck?
That
Why?
was what my sword said when it left. What it says. What it does.
Okay. One Constitution saving throw, Mr. Even. That DC is known to you.
I'm not gonna do it. I'm gonna let it happen. I am going to embrace it.
All right. Well, then I'm gonna roll it.
Do you want my?
No, because you're not. You.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Can
I would need
volunteer
that if
to?
no, I don't need it because if you were resisting it, that's well, I might. Well, there's a difference.
Yeah, because I'm not resisting the change.
Let me see the flaw.
The flaw is on level 1 flaw.
Yes.
That's lust of the hunt. It's on page 54 of the.
All right, I'm just gonna roll this, and then you can tell. Oh fuck! I rolled. Okay, all right, never mind. Doesn't matter. Your
Constitution or
skin
wisdom.
doesn't matter. If you knew what I rolled, it wouldn't matter.
A 1.
The only thing is, we got to discuss this flaw whether you're in control or not.
That's what the saving throw is for during the moonlight.
Ah, yes. Okay, we'll cross that bridge when we get there. You notice that even the skin begins to immaculately grow much hair. His body size doubles in mass almost quickly. And you see that fur begins to sprout, and the manacles that contained him were worthless. As it completely breaks those in two.
Shit! It sounded like a good plan. It sounded like a good plan.
You see that they has sprouted into the fur itself begins to turn black. And the bipedal bear-like creature now before you absorbs. Well, let's see. The clothing itself absorbs in.
Yeah, I didn't have a shirt on, so all I got is pants.
Now,
It's like Twilight.
and you see it, what was even loom before you in a monstrous, muscular, gargantuan form. Now, I will need your Constitution modifier to see if you are maintaining your posture and frame of mind.
You want the save or the modifier?
So,
A save.
+7.
Yeah, I want you to roll the
Roll
save.
bear or wolf?
He's a bear.
He did not.
Bear-like. He bear-like. He said bear-like.
It's hard to tell.
Oh, okay.
It's kind of like an amalgamation.
Okay.
Is he
Ah, it's
still
a
medium
9!
size or is he large size?
You rolled a 9 altogether?
No, I rolled a 2 + 7.
No.
Oh god.
No.
It's over.
Okay, who's closest?
I don't think control flames on the
yeah.
campfire is gonna help this time.
Yeah, that's what it says. The only saving grace on the flaw is that it's the closest non-player creature.
It doesn't matter.
So if he's got wolves,
I have 8 wolves.
Oh, they're fey. You see that Mr. Even goes, your wolves basically look in terror as he grabs one and completely mauls it.
Hmm.
ah! Ah!
No one
And then he
cast
just
silence.
flexes. Ah!
Oh my god.
I'll just let him demonstrate.
Shit.
Sorry, I'm fucking going ham on this shit. You're fucking holding like two ends of the fucking wolf after I mauled it in half.
The rest of the Fey wolves begin to dissipate into light and dissolve.
Oh shit. How long does this last? Oh well.
Mm.
If anyone has any actions to take before we think about taking an initiative order, now's the time.
Oh,
I'm casting
fuck.
Hunter. I'm gonna cast Hunter's Mark on Even.
Oh,
boy.
okay.
Casting Hunter's Mark, concentration up to 1 hour, 90 feet, verbal. Marking as your quarry until the spell ends. Deal extra 1d6 damage.
I imagine
And
the
you have
wolves
it.
going to be maintained concentration too. Yes.
wolf?
Yeah, the
Or
wolf.
were they were already? Or were they? Okay.
That's
If you don't have to maintain concentration, then it's
It is
based on
concentration.
war.
It is
is
concentration.
good.
as an addition for Hunter's Mark.
Did he just destroy one wolf? Or
He killed one wolf. The others dissipated.
from what?
Because
Okay.
As an addendum
so
for
if
Hunter's
you have
Mark.
to maintain concentration for that link,
Mhm.
correct?
Oh my god, this lasts for the number of hours of my constitution modifier.
Okay. Well, if you have to maintain concentration, that changes things. Because if you don't, that means they have their own free will and volition, which means they're
Yeah,
like,
no.
"Hey, fuck this, I'm out."
You know, it's concentration. They obey my commands. If no commands, they stand ground and defend themselves.
Okay. Well, then they don't dissipate.
Okay.
Oh, but wait!
Down to
There's
seven.
more! Oh!
So if
Oh,
real
shit.
quick, at a game, I'm casting Hunter's Mark on Even, which means I also have advantage to Wisdom, Perception, and Survival rolls to find him. So if motherfucker runs off, we can go find him.
You're let's see, you become when you're a hybrid, you don't become an aberration. What do you become?
The shifter.
That's right.
Fuck! I have a super useful spell that's not prepared right now.
Okay, come on guys.
Hunter
I
Mark, so
gotta
he
know.
can find me. So
I know what
Hunter's
Iggy's
Mark!
doing.
Ah!
Odd.
See me.
I literally have there's literally a counter to what just happened to him that I don't have prepared.
Womp womp.
Stay in the light from the other creatures, but do not forfeit your life. As I cast invisibility on myself.
oh shit!
God.
He said,
Come on! He's like, fuck this shit, I'm out. He's like, bye. Phew.
I'm pretty sure my god says he can get me out of this, but I'm pretty sure you're fucked.
talked about this.
Yeah, my god just said, you're screwed.
Okay, well, odd phase from view.
Are we just fucking running?
I don't know what you're doing. What are you doing, Alder? You're the only one who hasn't made an action yet.
We're gonna find out.
Iggy's over here preparing to fucking conduct some wilderness smiting here, and Odd's like, ain't gonna get me.
He's like, I'm out of here.
Shit.
Well, part of the meat's still over here. I was over here. You guys are over there, so. You just snatched up the wolf, so. Hopefully he goes for the meat.
Okay. For now, I'm just gonna take full movement, just like over here.
I'm also gonna follow suit and take my movement as well. 5, 6, 7, 8. No,
Any
that's 5.
actions?
Yeah, right there. 5, 10, 15, 20. Yep.
What is it? Strike modifier.
I literally searched bear Krynos for him and came up with some good stuff. I forgot about the Garahi. Ah, let's use that bad boy.
Oh, I got
Wink.
a new guy. Oh, you posted.
All right. Alder, I need to know.
Oh, I just did movement. That's all.
You just what?
And all I
You
did
just
was
need
move,
movement.
and my wolves are staying with me for now.
Okay. Dave, let's make another Constitution save here.
All right. Fuck it. Let's go red. Let's go red. 19.
Nice.
The fuck is the DC?
10. Unless I'm in direct moonlight, then it's an automatic fail. Under a full moon.
Not quite. Okay. You come to your senses and realize that you just mawed on a wolf and have remnants of fur in your mouth.
Oh, not good. Fucking throw the 2 fucking wolf pieces down. Now, fucking, I'll wander over to the fucking like the one leg that's left, and I just kind of like sit down, start eating it.
What
You
is
okay there,
everybody-
even?
What is everybody? Well, you
That's
can't.
still,
You
still within
can't.
your shot.
You can't speak.
Who can't speak?
You can't speak.
You can speak with guttural sounds.
Yes,
Sing
that's
little
it.
words. Can't
Is he an
concentrate.
ant?
It's you can't cast spells and concentrate. You can guttural responses.
Yep.
So, not good.
I kind of,
Not good.
kind of lean around from where I'm standing and kind of give him a flash. I'm like, "You good?" Thumbs up. Question, quizzically.
Big old fucking bear paw, fucking hand.
I kind of nod and kind of keep watching him.
Hmm.
But I don't move. I just kind of sit there.
Yeah,
And
I'm
watch
not,
him.
getting, I'm not getting closer.
Odd, where are you at in all this?
I
I put a little white dot by the torch.
He's got a little white dot. He's like, I'm gonna fuck over here. All right, cool.
Oh, he's over there by me, so it's cool.
Yeah, he's chilling the
I'm not
fuck
gonna
out.
go running. It doesn't stop sound. It just makes me just slink over by the torch and just kind of okay.
All right, we're gonna maintain that for now. At this point, give me one more save.
Oh shit. Let's go. Come on, buddy. Let's go. 11 plus 7, 18.
You now have full control. You can revert at this point if you so choose, or maintain.
So, as I gnaw down on the little bone of the thing, I just kind of like throw it on the thing. And out of game. Have the others approached yet? The wolves.
I'm
the shadow.
No,
Oh, the wolves.
they've maintained their distance.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna like walk up to the fire, if I can like maintain thing, and just kind of brush my fucking paws off and just sit on a rock next to the fire, and just like look at my hands.
Yeah. Maintaining distance. Gonna sit right here.
Oh, good.
At this point, you hear a "What in the name of the gods?" and you see Voss
Ah.
turn, and you see his face illuminated. Like you came to investigate this bright freaking light, and then I sees this, and
I said, "Wait."
we'll collapse for the day. All right, cool.
Yeah. All you get
Fuck.
is fucking like even big bear paw wave.
Hello.
Hello.
All right, we'll end it there.
These
Go ahead,
adventurers
go
trying
ahead,
to start
go ahead,
wildfire in
go
my
ahead.
Bro, it's
forest.
Go
only
ahead and go through your
11:30.
bear.
It's only 11:23,
Go
bro.
through your wrapping ceremony. Go through. There's other things we got to do. There's other things we got to do.
Wait, like, what do we gotta do? All right, ladies and
gotta
gentlemen, boys
distribute.
and girls of all ages, thank you for tuning in to Immersive Adventurers. Today's episode was brought to you by nothing at all because we have 0 sponsors. If you would like to sponsor us,
Raid Shadow
fucking
Legends.
figure it the fuck out. Like, leave us a comment. We'll probably fucking throw an ad or something in here for you. But if not, fucking, we
do
got
that.
this. Have a super wonderful, fantastic day. Alder, Igni, Odd, myself,
That is me.
Even, and J-Red as the DM, we thank you and have a super fantastic night. Bye-bye.